Alrighty, Miss Jamie, this is Isaac Stubbs right up here on the roof. So I just want to go ahead and say thank you for allowing us to give you this free inspection up here today. I'm going to do a quick 360 so that way we know, this is the Life Care Center, this is this roof. I'm going to do a quick 360 right here. You got the little pavilion area over there. There's Cody, my coworker we spoke with earlier. The other pavilion area. So the reason that we actually stopped by and wanted to talk to you about this in the first place is because we noticed all this algae. You can see where the discoloration is, and essentially what that let us know is that some type of moisture is being retained, because you know as well as I know that algae has to have moisture or water of some kind in order to be able to grow in the first place. So this let us know that it wasn't shedding water properly, and within the pattern that all the algae is, you can see how it's kind of like streaked down. We call that hail streaking. So that lets us know that there is potential that hail has damaged the roof, and there's multiple ways that you can tell. Like one of the ways that we can tell is we walked around and chalked up all of the flashing that you see over here and looked for dings. You can see a ding right over here on this metal sheathing. It's right there. I don't know if you can see that. My finger's in the way of the focus. You can see that little ding. It may be hard because it is wet, so I do apologize for that. Roof inspections in the rain are a little bit more difficult. And so from there, what we did is exactly what every insurance adjuster should do when they're on a roof. We went ahead and marked up our 10 by 10 test square, right? And essentially the idea is that this 100 square foot area, if it has 10 hits of hail within it, then you can move it anywhere and it will have 10 hits of hail everywhere, right? So, with it being right here, if we were to put it on that half of the roof, we'll also find 10 hits over there as well. And essentially what we do is we look for a spot just like this, right? Because what happens is the hail falls out of the sky, impacts these granules that you see right here, right there in the middle. Let me give you a ×1 zoom so you can see better. You see these granules, they're embedded. Wipe my finger over them, nothing comes out, and you can see the crack that actually is starting to form right here. You can see that little crack right there, and that is actually allowing water to get up underneath the shingle and get to these nail heads and allow them to oxidize, rust out, and then you have water penetration infiltrating everywhere along this entire structure that you see right here. And as you can see, we didn't just chalk up random circles. You can see right here, let me get you that ×1 zoom so you can see better again. You can see right here, right there's a crack. And I do want to go ahead and point out that a lot of people, whenever they're looking for hail, they commonly mistake it with something we like to call heat blistering. And essentially what that is another place where moisture has been trapped underneath that first layer of the asphalt matting that these shingles are made out of, and it causes everything to pop out, which leaves this fiberglass exposed. And that's the big difference, right? So this fiberglass is exposed. You don't really see any cracks here because it popped out like a blister. But with these right here, you can see that it's almost like a small meteor. You can actually see, once the camera focuses, where that small crack is right there for water to get straight in onto that nail. There's no fiberglass in this area, and you can tell right here when I rub my finger over it, no loose granules. They don't come out or fall out. They're embedded in there, just like the rest of these circles that I marked up. And we made sure to do it on all different slopes, including this one. The rain's kind of washing away the chalk a little bit. We made sure to chalk up over there as well. And we also noticed this big old patch right here. And essentially those missing shingles are pretty much doing the same thing as every single one of these hits of hail, leaving those nail heads exposed. You actually have felt paper over there exposed as well, which lets me know that there is water right in there that is getting in no matter what, because of all of that being exposed in the way that it is. And I hate to come out here and say that all of this is completely destroyed and it needs to be replaced, but it does. Now, I will say that with our representation and what we know about insurance companies and Tennessee state law, I believe that we could actually get this thing taken care of for you through your insurance company. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.